from Docklands. There's much on the line in today's match between St Kilda and Geelong. We have one of last week's winners up against one of last week's losers. Today's match will offer further insight on where these teams sit in the pecking order. The skipper leads his team out onto the field. Daniel Harper joins me. Who's your pick today, Harp?
Thanks, Hutto. I've tipped the Cats. No surprises there, I know, but they've got quality all over the park. If they play somewhere near their best, I can't see them faltering today.
Thanks for those thoughts, Harp. The two captains are in the middle. Time for the coin toss. Saturday night football is upon us. Marshall wins the first tap. Atkins. The Saints have won it back. Closed him down. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Punch clear. Burns. Handballs it to nobody. Steele only knows one way. He's set upon. The umpires will be tasked with many tougher decisions than that during the course of the match. Keeler has it within range. Big ball to be won here. King wins the contest hands down.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
He's not going to waste an opportunity like that.
The Cats
Cannot afford to let them move the ball like that because they will run right.
The Saints have opened their account. Marshall wins it out of the centre. Steele had some assistance. Dow gets his kick despite the heat. Henry ensures that 4-8 will come to nothing. What can they build here? Stewart can keep it moving. Doesn't often waste it. Neal takes a beauty. He's generally a good kick. Holmes, dangerous to leave on his own. Seeking to maintain possession. Blitzars just shoveled it out. Neal, Duncan manages to get off a handball. Stengel strolls in and kicks the easiest of goals.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
Good match so far. Heath palms it down. Burns. King marks it centre half forward. Great play. Henry. This is a big opportunity. That might attract the pack. De Koning tries to spike it out of the danger zone. It's a goal.
I feel better now they're in front. They're getting some reward on the scoreboard.
The Saints were underdogs coming in, but they look anything but in the early going. Good ruck work. Burns. Dow. He's made a bright start. You can't question his commitment. Little one to half-back. Wanganeen Malira. He just dropped it. Burns. He's been busy so far. Guthrie takes an excellent grab. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. He's hit up the lead. His field kicking is normally first rate. Atkins. That's sloppy play. Great anticipation. McRae. Can he impose himself on the match? Guthrie couldn't hold it under pressure. Garcia gets in the way. Henry intercepts the hand pass. Drives it inside the forward 50. De Koning is there to save the day. That's good vision. Henry has found some space. The Saints have denied them the corridor. Keen to get the ball moving. Guthrie, this is promising. Gives it everything. A promising build-up amounts to nothing. Can he hit a target? Burns, all on his own. Normally delivers. McRae, working hard and presenting well. Clever kick. Henry, strong grab. Stewart read that one like a book. He doesn't waste many. Myers has charged into space. What's he got on offer? Goes long to centre half forward. Butler making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Cameron. Probing ball. Henry. That's a big play.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
Touch and go. It's go.
It doesn't matter who you are. It's always good to get an early one on the board.
The goals are coming thick and fast. This is great to watch. Marshall with a deft tap. Feeling the heat. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Marshall, the winner there. Burns, he picked his pocket. Sets a task for the forwards. Stocker reads the ball so well. Takes the safe option. The kick is precise. A chance to clear now. That is suboptimal, to say the least. Can he find a teammate? McRae showing why he's such a good defender. Lays it off. Webster, the Cats, guarding the corridor. Henry, great hands there. Searching kick. King, he's taken a beauty. This will be their first entry for a while. Punched away. De Koning. Goes long. Wanganeen Malira got to the full.
A rare opportunity in front of goal.
It's not the best kick. Has he done enough? He has!
On the board with his first. That'll boost his confidence.
Goal for goal. Good close match unfolding. Marshall with a deft tap. He's gone. Smith, Duncan, approaching the 50. Throws it on the boot. Stengel, marks. That's hard to stop.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
They get full value for a deep entry.
He's looking ominous already. There might just be a bag on offer today.
Back on terms again. Heath wins it. Burns. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Heath slaps it out. Burns. Steele. That's unusual. Smith managed to get a handball away. Cops some unwanted attention. Rinse and repeat. The two big men do battle. Holmes. Hasty runs onto it. Panicked under pressure. It's a brain melt of the highest order.
He's already got two on the board, and he's proving a real handful.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
The quintessential comedy of errors.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Good work rate. He's made a hot start to this match. The kick was centimetre perfect. Well played. And they're away. Jones works hard to present. Looking to hit up the short option. Smith picks it off. That's poor kicking. Penetrating ball. Cameron is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
That never looked like missing. It was a textbook finish.
Both sides are cracking in hard at the present time. It's a great contest. Good ruck work. Burns. Steele. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Surely that's holding. Indeed it is. Careful ball movement. They're moving the footy well here. Chipping it around. No urgency. Goes short again by foot. Duncan wins it back. Great mark. Going for territory. Thumped away. De Koning. Atkins. They'll need to limit his influence. Holmes receives a clever hand pass. Boot, ball, goal!
He might ask for more time forward after that.
It's a handy buffer they've established. The big men fly. Smith, Holmes, puts his head over it. They're a big chance here. That's an impressive mark. They've picked their way through. It looks a well-oiled forward line.
The Cats have certainly looked a better side. They'll be hard to catch.
Kicks for goal. It's a lovely-looking kick. He's drilled it.
The Saints are on the ropes. They need a spark before this one gets away from them.
The Saints need to get one back soon. They're right on the edge. Marshall wins it out of the centre. Burns. Jones. It's a tough game. It's a hot footy. He'll be annoyed at himself letting the tackle slip high. It's come unstuck. He's generally a good kick. They've opened them up here. The Cats are playing like winners. Neal can keep it moving. What a first term they're having. Guthrie gets to the front spot. Takes the short option. Dangerfield drops into the hole and marks.
To put the icing on the cake.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one.
A few heads will start to drop soon if they can't turn the tide. They're right on the edge.
The Cats have got out of the blocks well. Their confidence will be high as they head to their huddle. Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
It's been an enjoyable game of footy, this one. We'll see lots of good goals on the highlights reel, but some of the defensive acts have been equally impressive. There are some defenders out there who would very much like to have less to do. They've been put under plenty of pressure.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again.
No slow starts, no second guess. Trusting each other, trusting the game plan, and back yourselves at every contest. Come on!
Heath has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Steele. They've put themselves under pressure. Dempsey dishes it off. Atkins. Stengel. They like it behind the goals. He's got it.
The Saints have to try something different, or this game could be well gone by half-time.
The Cats with the first of the second term. Heath wins it out of the centre. Dow. The interchange bench might be calling after that blue. Clever kick. Kolachesny takes a beauty. The Cats can smell blood. Atkins, dangerous to leave on his own. Stengel just had to get it out. Higgins reads the play so well. It must be his birthday. The Cats are red hot at the moment. Duncan working hard and being rewarded. He hasn't struck that well at all. Henry takes a great grab and should kick a goal.
These forwards and midfielders have great connections. No wonder at all they're scoring so freely.
Henry gets his second.
The Saints are in real danger of taking a big percentage hit now.
The Saints haven't been able to respond. They look gone. Heath with a deft tap. Dow. That's symptomatic of their night. Holmes. Here's a chance. Steadies. Fires. And misses.
It's a let-off. He should have put that one away.
The Saints desperately need to shift the momentum. Risk-free footy at the moment. He's hit up the lead. Doesn't often waste it. Dempsey heads them off at the pass. Can he find a teammate? This ought to end in a goal.
That was dreadfully lax defending, leaving a player completely unattended so close to goal. The coach will be filthy.
Looks good. He steered it through.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. The big men fly. Dow has brought his own ball. Stewart says thank you very much. He doesn't waste many. Smith makes position. Can he hit a target? Neal all on his own. Searching kick. Stewart marks it centre half forward. They're leading them a merry dance. This is champagne footy.
I reckon someone got caught ball watching then. You've got to be switched on at all times.
Going at his second. Neal in the goal square has won the footy.
They're running on top of the ground at the moment and playing an excellent brand of footy.
They've been running hot, but not this time.
An ugly-looking scoreboard should probably be looking even uglier.
Takes the short option from the kick-in. Manages to find a teammate. His field kicking is normally first-rate. Quality delivery by foot. What can they generate? Heath! Great hands there. Kicks to centre wing. They might be out here. Handballs it to nobody. Holmes. They found the magic formula. Howard with a terrific mark deep in defence. McRae with a chance to relieve the pressure. Looking to hit up the short option. Armstrong couldn't haul that one in. No easy exit. Gone. Caught napping in a dangerous spot.
His annoyance can only be with himself for lack of awareness.
The Cats are working harder at the present time and they're reaping the rewards.
Bangs it through.
Who'd want to be a defender when the ball's coming down with such regularity?
The Cats have got a stranglehold on this match. Good ruck work. Armstrong. Heath, a bit of a panicked handball. The Saints are really under the pump here. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Can they get something going? Jones! That one was always his. The kick was misdirected. The Cats are doing all the attacking. Cameron! That's a big play.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
Critical contest coming up. Heath couldn't mark. Neal, can he get a shot away? The Saints have won it back. Howard thought his way through it. Jones, that's good work rate. Smith with the steal. Takes the logical option. Duncan under pressure. Gee, they're playing well. Kicks inside the forward 50. Jones drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Normally delivers. The Cats have all the answers. What's he got on offer? Looking to extend this margin. Holmes has a vice-like grip. Just has to hit a target. Cameron, here's real danger now.
He kicked the last one pretty well, so he'll be confident here.
It's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dobbed it.
They're really opening them up. Right now, they have no answers to the onslaught.
The Saints might need to crack open plan C in a minute. Heath wins it. Armstrong, whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning, and that's a letdown. It's a dominant display. The Cats have winners everywhere. He's been industrious. Dempsey has found some space. What can they build here? Stengel on a lead. The Saints are chasing tail, unable to get it inside 50. Into the middle with the kick. A spell on the pine might be warranted after that. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Taking out some frustration possible. Dangerfield. He'll be sore in the morning. Solid tackle. He's just dropped the footy and the ump has no choice.
Great pressure there and gets the reward.
It's a dreadful mistake. Approaching the 50.
He's batting at 100% so far.
Has a ping. It won't be a goal. Wilkie tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Desperate defence. The Saints have been consigned to a face-saving exercise. He's been quiet. That's an impressive mark. And they're away. They could be vulnerable here. Going for territory. Punched that like he meant it. Jones, he's got support. Armstrong closed him down. Can he impose himself on the match? He's been accosted. Atkins, quick snap, and that's a goal!
It's one thing to be outclassed, but this is starting to get a real stench about it.
The Cats go on their merry way. The big men fly. Burns, Armstrong, he's wrapped up. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. The two big men do battle. Burns, good build-up. Kicks inside the forward 50. Stewart thwarts them again. Conservative kick. The Cats are out of trouble. Delivers a long ball. No one can mark. He's lost it. Was that a legal disposal? Met solidly. Turned over on centre wing. They'll compete inside the 50. And that is the end of the first half. The home fans are shell-shocked. They didn't see this coming. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
The Saints really stunk it up in the first half. Some have been critical of their game plan, but I can't cop that, mainly because I have no idea what their game plan is. In all seriousness, the coach is going to have to tinker with it and/or send a few of his players back to the twos if the second half in any way resembles the first.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Blitzars punches it out of the ruck. Stripped of the footy. Kolachesny wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. He's generally a good kick. Wanganeen Malira making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Blitzars got his palm to it. Smith, they might be caught out on the turnover. No wonder coaches go grey. Clever kick. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Doesn't often waste it. They're moving the footy well here. Goes long. The interchange bench might be calling after that blue. A chance to clear now. Armstrong presents in space. The Cats forcing them out wide. Can he hit a target? Can't take it. Dow under pressure. Heath. Penetrating ball. They've moved it well and given themselves a good look here.
It's not a gimme goal, but certainly one that should be kicked.
Garcia has one already. Now it's two.
He managed to find some space and he was never going to have a problem converting from there.
Can they follow that goal up with another? Marshall slaps it out. Burns. Armstrong. McRae. Playing for pride now. De Koning is proving hard to pass. Kolachesny. Stewart. He's under close attention. That's not one of the acceptable methods of disposal.
He's suggesting he got something on it. I'm not sure he did. He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
Two in a row if he gets it, and he does.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
Well, I won't say they're on their way back, but this has been much better just lately. Rucks go at it. Armstrong trying to find a path. Burns. It's a tough game. Smith lays it off. Dempsey keen to keep it moving. They take the advantage towards the goal mouth. Howard marks on the last line of defence. Can he find a teammate? That's careless kicking.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
Dangerfield from 35. This must be a goal. It is.
It's a gift, really, and he's taken full advantage.
The Saints will want to put the tape and the stat sheet straight in the bin. Marshall wins it out of the centre. Armstrong. Smith chops it off. Duncan, he'd like that one again. Wilkie, Blitzars, threw himself at it. Gets the kick away. Defence 101 there. Myers, he had prior opportunity.
He's not hiding his annoyance, but I think he's more upset with himself than with the umpire.
They'll contest in the centre square. Wilkie marks it centre half forward. Dow, well played. Incisive handball. Henry, they're building something dangerous here. Higgins is the man on the spot and he's marked.
Can he deliver? Yeah, back him more often than not.
Drop punt, that'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
Not much has gone right for them today, but that was a great passage of play.
They've pulled one back, but they need plenty more where that came from. The big men fly. That's an aggressive handball. Quick kick towards centre half forward. He's hit up the lead. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Guthrie will bail his team out again. Big ball to be won here. Hasty clears the area. Look at him go. That's poor play. Kicks to centre wing. Myers, desperate to win it back. Sets a task for the forwards. Clark couldn't reel it in. Can they catch them out on the turnover? It's hard to find a winner for them today. They've turned it over. Good penetration on the kick. Stocker doing what he does best. Henry, Neal, dishes it off. It's a desperate tackle. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Heath with a deft tap. Burns normally delivers. Marshall wins the contest hands down. He's had little impact so far. You can't afford to do that too often. Here's the vital kick inside the 50. Stocker with the big fist. Dangerfield has a paddock in front of him. Stengel outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
These forwards and midfielders have great connections. No wonder at all they're scoring so freely.
It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin.
He's really set them alight in that forward line, playing that small forward role beautifully.
The Saints checked out of this one a long while ago, if we're honest. Heath wins it. Burns. That's a bruising tackle. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Good ruck work. Armstrong. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Marshall, strong grab. Jones, they sorely need a goal, and he delivers.
The Saints have obviously had a tough day, but that was much better play.
The Cats by 52. Heath wins it out of the centre. Burns. Armstrong has some attention to deal with. Marshall working hard and being rewarded. They need a mark. Jones has a vice-like grip.
It's been a dark day, but that was a more positive passage of play, and it should result in a goal.
They haven't really fired a shot today, but that's a nice finish.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
They've got a couple back, but they need to keep coming. Heath, the winner there. Atkins, can he force his way through? Dempsey, Blitzars, farms it out. Henry, he still found a way. Hacking it forward. Howard drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Searching kick. Jones has charged into space. The Saints might be about to start something. Blitzars wins it back. Great mark. Burns leads his opponent. Blasts away. Henry again with the superior judgment. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. Myers can keep it moving. Atkins all on his own. What's he got on offer? Long ball in. Duncan gets to the front spot and can line them up.
He's had 3 goal assists, so it's only right he gets himself a major.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
You have to show him more respect than that, or it'll hurt you on the scoreboard.
The Cats by 52. Heath showing his skills. Smith. Armstrong in the centre square. This is promising. Burns with some time can set them up. Henry read it well and claims the mark.
Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
Heads for home. That was never missing.
A contested mark and goal, exactly what the doctor ordered.
The Saints need to follow that goal up. Heath palms it down. Burns. He picked his pocket. Can anyone take a mark? Howard is a rock in defence. I've liked his game today. They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions and short passing in the back line. This ought to end in a goal.
We'd like to be leading out of full forward to some of these midfielders. They are white hot today.
He's completely shanked it. He gets a point for it, but I'm not sure he deserves one.
It just looked like his ball drop was a little askew.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Armstrong makes position. Doesn't often waste it. Burns! That one was always his. Clever kick. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Picking their way through. The ump calls play on. Can he impose himself on the match? Unable to complete the mark. Bad error there. Here's a chance for a couple in a row. They're not back in it yet, but at least they've stabilised.
That never looked like missing. It was a textbook finish.
The Saints will not go away. Rucks go at it. Armstrong. Smith gets in the way. Under pressure. They are hunting the ball carrier. I don't think it was intentional, but that's always a free kick. A spell on the pine might be warranted after that. Three-quarter time, and this one is almost decided. One team very good today, and the other certainly below their best. Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
The Saints will have emphasised the need to get the first couple of the last quarter. If they do that, their belief will grow and their opponents may start to doubt themselves. I'm expecting a fierce start to the term.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again. Marshall. They won't blame him. Burns. Steele. That's a strong mark. They've picked their way through. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Little one to half back. Smith on a lead. Can he hit a target? Myers had his name written all over it. Penetrating ball. Thumped away. Wilkie can't afford to panic. Not a lot of space to work with. Stengel couldn't burst through. McRae, great hands there. The Saints having a purple patch. Stewart cuts them off yet again. Just has to hit a target. Holmes got to the right position and hung on. Drives it inside the forward 50. De Koning navigated the traffic. Smith couldn't get an effective disposal. Armstrong closed him down, and he's done for holding the ball.
That's what happens when you find yourself in two minds.
You kick this more often than not.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
They popped up a couple at the other end against the run of play. Now that might be where the respite ends.
We thought this one might be close, but it hasn't turned out that way. That's not like him. Atkins absorbs the pressure. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Heath with the tap. Dow. Burns with time. Looking to peg one back. Blitzards with the intercept mark. He's generally a good kick. Honours the lead. Lowers the eyes. Henry. Big ball to be won here. McLennan takes an excellent grab. A chance to clear now. It's been that kind of day for them. You can see their confidence growing. Smith! That's a big play.
Nothing better than to convert a big contested mark into a goal.
In he goes. Oh, no! He's missed it.
That was an absolute shocker. Could have been easy to kick it than miss it.
The Saints have been embarrassed today. He's hit up the lead. His field kicking is normally first rate. What can they muster from the back half? It's a bad mistake. Heads for full forward. Heath can't mark. Burns is calm in a crisis. This spells trouble. Henry, Stengel, feeling the heat. The Cats continue to do as they wish. Great tackling technique there. The two big men do battle. They've got it won, but still they go. Heath, Wanganeen, Malira. And they're out of trouble. That's symptomatic of their malaise. They keep coming. De Koning is hard to beat one-on-one. Just needs an accurate kick now.
He'll fancy his chances.
That's not going to be a goal. It was always likely to fall short. Takes the safe option. Jones has found some space. What can they build here? Steele with a chance to relieve the pressure. The kick is a poor one. Approaching the 50. Looking to hit up the short option. Owens intercepts. He's had little impact so far. Slips through his fingers. Throws it on the boot. Jones in the centre square. He's been industrious. Marshall. Presents in space. There goes the kick inside the 50. Leaves it behind. Henry, the Cats, under great pressure. Humphreys just shoveled it out. Duncan. Smith has turned it on today. Atkins. They've worked it well. He's gone. Kilda. They're moving the footy quickly. Higgins. They've been deadly in front of the sticks, but that's a miss.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Looking for a quick transition. Henry. Conservative kick. Holmes has charged into space. The Saints are chasing tail. He'll be dragged if he keeps doing that. Can he be the Firestone? Stewart, that's confidence for you, not going with the spoil. They've got time to put the kettle on. Superb kick. Finally, they go inside 50. Cameron outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under not nearly enough pressure.
Drop punt, and he has put it away.
The Saints are in real danger of taking a big percentage hit now.
I'd say the stinger's gone out. Out of this one, but I'm not sure there was any sting to begin with. Armstrong dishes it off to Koning in the centre square. Holmes. The Cats are good with their hands. He's caught. Manor tries to take them on and loses.
It's a bad feeling when you know you've been done cold.
Well-weighted kick. Butler read it well and claims the mark. He's been quiet. Guthrie couldn't haul that one in. Higgins turned over to Koning. Manages to get off a handball. Look at him go. Guthrie, Marshall in the right spot at the right time. Good thinking and good execution too.
This would give him a shot of confidence.
He converts and narrows the margin.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
They've got one back. Let's... see if they can double up. De Koning palms it down. O'Connor. Henry needing support. Dow gets to it first. Jones. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Marshall. Great body work. They've got them on the overlap. That passage of play promised more. They'll be disappointed. Doesn't often waste it. McRae got to the full. That's good vision. Here's a big chance to peg back the margin.
He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
Two already today. Can he make it three? You bet he can.
He's certainly one who can hold his head up high. He's been terrific.
The Saints have fought it out. That's a good sign. Heath, the winner there. Burns, Dow, Armstrong. Can they get another one? King has been a real live wire. Sends them inside 50 again. Higgins, all on his own. Searching kick. Spills the mark. Jones, that has to hurt. Atkins affects the turnover. Farms it out. Duncan in unfamiliar confines. Blasts away. Can't take it. Close. Showing real strength. He's wrapped up. The umpire calls for it as full-time approaches. Heath with the tap. Burns. Armstrong. He'll be annoyed by that. Good tackle. He's been penalised for incorrect disposal.
Not enough talk out there, it seems.
Clever kick. Well played. What's he got on offer? What a start to the season they've had. 3 from 3 and absolutely humming. What stood out to you today, Huff?
The Cats.
Showed why they're in the upper echelons of the ladder. They were clinical today, and most areas of their game are in excellent order. They're setting themselves up very well indeed for bigger fish to fry later in the season.
OK then, I'm sure we'll be hearing plenty more in the next couple of days. Thanks, Huff. On behalf of Daniel Harford, Gary Lyon and myself, Anthony Hudson, we hope you've enjoyed this match and we look forward to your company again soon.